All right, today we got this generation has an addiction problem. It's really sad to say that this is true, bro. Nobody believes me, but at 29 years old, my first time being under the influence in any way, shape, or form was this year. And it was really only out of a place where I felt old enough and responsible to kind of just say, hey, let me try this. Let me have a good time with my friends in a social setting. I'm not judging anybody that uses substance to take the edge off every once in a while, or even in a social manner. But I just see way too many people getting comfortable with these vices as outlets rather than it being like a social thing in general. And then before you know it, you're addicted and you don't even realize it. Let's get right into the video and see what's going on, man. But this is really sad to see. Make sure you guys tap into the Twitch streams. The link to that will be in the description. That's Whereyouatberto. You guys know where to find me. Come on.
Where you at, Berto?
I made this shit look sweet.
Y'all boys, y'all good, bro? Y'all boys tripping like hell, bro. What the
Damn.
hell wrong with y'all boys, man? Y'all boys is tripping, dog.
Oh my God.
Now, what if somebody did something to you?
Listen, man,
These are young people too.
times are hard right now. Everybody's looking for a way not to feel the pain, not to feel the stress. Everybody's trying to find a way to cope. And we all know in the last 50, 40 years, drugs have become real normal. But I feel like in today's time, drugs are being more normalized than ever before. And the effect of that is being snuck right underneath our nose. No point intended. Like, it's promoted in the music, it's sold in the parties, but people don't understand that the room for mistake when it comes to taking drugs is very small. And if you don't know what I'm talking about something that you may have seen in your own city. See, right now, somebody in your city is slumped over, frozen in place, and people just walk right by thinking, oh, maybe they just sleep. They're not. They're slowly dying. This is called the Fenty Fold. It's the last cry that your body has before fentanyl takes over your body completely. And if you think this is just drug addicts and people that were looking for this, you are completely wrong. It's happening to normal people, some people that just want to hit a blunt real quick, or even America's favorite, some people that just want to vape a little bit, and it's tearing communities and families apart. But if you ain't never seen what a Fenty Fold looks like, it's what it looks like.
Oh my God, it's like modern zombie.
What if somebody did something to you? Yeah. What if somebody did something to you?
Holy shit. Bro, this is so sad to see, man. Like, again, man, this might be one of the ones where I'm just going to kind of sit back and just unpack, bro, because, yo.
Y'all boys, y'all good, bro? Y'all boys tripping like hell, bro.
Real life zombies, yo. Like, who wants to actually feel like this?
Y'all boys is tripping. Wake up, wake up, wake up. Hey, hey, hey. Wake up, wake up, wake up right now. Get up, get up, get up. Wake up, get up right now.
See, now that you've seen it, you probably have seen some people in your city like this and thought to yourself, man, that can never be me. The scary part about fentanyl is you won't even know if there's fentanyl in whatever drug you're trying or whatever it is you're taking until you take it, because it only takes a little bit to really have an effect. Look at this chart right here of how many fentanyl deaths has been in the last couple years. Here's the thing, your dealer just wants to make sure that you're coming back. Your dealer is not thinking to himself, oh my God, I want to make sure you just get the best high you can possibly get. At least I would hope. But for a lot of people, they want to have recurring money. So some people are willing to put something extra in whatever it is that you're taking just to make sure that you will keep on coming back. And it only takes that one time. But let's dial back a little bit. Let's talk about the Fenty Fold and what exactly is it? How exactly does a Fenty Fold even happen? Like, why are people slumped over like that, you know? Knees buckled? Why don't they just fall? What exactly is happening to people? See, the Fenty Fold is basically
fucking holding on for consciousness. That's what's happening
when fentanyl is taking over your nervous system. See, what's happening is your muscles lose control, your breathing slows down to almost nothing, and your brain starts to shut down. And once your brain completely shuts down, you're done. You're flatlined. And to most people, you probably see it and be like, oh yeah, they're just high. But the truth is, you're really just minutes away from death. But fentanyl wasn't one of those drugs that just came out of nowhere, just got dropped off in the hood out of nowhere. No, fentanyl started off in the hospitals. Like, they was giving people fentanyl as if they were like aspirins. It was supposed to be a legitimate painkiller.
Military personnel have a new tool for treating pain, drug-laced lollipops. The fentanyl lollipop is used on the battlefield and here locally at Naval Medical Center Portsmouth.
And 10 on your side's Melanie Woodrow spoke with one doctor about how medical professionals are making sure it doesn't fall into the wrong hands. Melanie?
Stephanie and Nicole, the fentanyl lollipop is a Schedule II controlled substance, the most highly controlled that there is.
I wonder if at this point, let me think of what I'm trying to say. Is fentanyl one of them drugs where if you digest it like this, it's not deadly? Or even worse, it is deadly and they took it off the market because of how bad it was? I guess let's just find out.
Don't let the name fool you. This new prescription drug is not intended for children.
It's cheap to make, easy to smuggle, so dealers on the street realize that they can make their product stretch if they just put a little bit of fentanyl in it. Because let's just say they're gonna give you a cheaper strand of whatever you're asking for, but they put a little bit of fentanyl that doesn't really cost them much. That's gonna give you a high of a lifetime, but it's also gonna ruin.
So I see what's going on. It makes the stuff feel better than what it actually is.
When the rest of your
but it's also dangerous as fuck.
Life.
Largest fentanyl bust in U.S. history led to record-breaking seizures and high-profile arrests in Salem.
All you need is 2 milligrams of fentanyl to kill you. In 2023, over 70,000 people died.
So how are they serving it with the lollipops though? Because that was being prescribed, maybe not over the counter, but to actual patients from the doctors. Like, so I'm just wondering, is it one of those things, or maybe when it's obviously in a doctor's hand, they know what the fuck they're doing, so they just make the product the right way and use it the right way. But when niggas are just sprinkling it into a goddamn blunt, it's deadly. I could rationalize how that makes sense.
From fentanyl. And most of those people weren't actually buying fentanyl. And this is why me personally, I've always stayed away from drugs and stuff like that. Because
same, bro, it's just not worth it, man. And you know, this opens up the overall conversation of like, I know life gets hard. And like I said in the intro, I don't judge people that drink occasionally or even drink socially. You know what I'm saying? Even hit the blunt socially. Like, it's not really about that. But on the flip side, man, I've never really subscribed to the mindset of just like altering my mind in any way. As I've gotten older, I know what it feels like to, you know, have some drinks and be social and whatnot now. For a long time, I used to kind of like not resent, but I was a little bit judgmental, like, oh, I'm the guy that never gets drunk and never does drugs. So, you know what I'm saying? My mind is super healthy and I'm super pure. And now after experiencing it and just how it makes you feel and can light up the mood whenever, you know, you're with your people and just having a great time, I can honestly say I get the appeal. But even with that, I don't think it relates to being fully present and just being happy because you're happy. You know what I'm saying? Enjoying your time with your friends because that's genuinely what you wanted to do with or without, you know, any extra influences. So it's like, I don't know, man. My message here isn't to say that motherfuckers shouldn't be using substance in any way, shape, or form. Like, it's your world, it's your life. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying that I'll never have a drink again. I'm not a smoker, so that's not really my vibe regardless. But it's also, don't be so quick to just always cloud your judgment and fucking try to run away from the real world, because that's where the real memories are made. That's where the real, like, yo, the things that you're gonna take to the grave, like, yo, I was present. I remember that. I felt that. 90% of y'all, when y'all get so goddamn faded or blasted, y'all don't even be remembering what the fuck happened. You remember you had a good time, but you're blacking out and shit. You know what I mean? And again, I know people are gonna have mixed reviews about that, but my message isn't to just say fuck that stuff. It's just more like, is it worth it? Especially now when you looking at the market and this shit can potentially kill you. People, them dealers just trying to make a buck. They're not thinking about your well-being.
I feel like you're always right at the cusp of getting hooked to something you didn't ask for. Like people that may have wanted a Percocet, a Xan, some Coke, maybe even smoke some weed. You think you're getting one thing, but you could be possibly getting another. That's just like playing Russian roulette with your life. Because all it takes is a little bit and you're hooked. I'm gonna put it like this to y'all. Fentanyl is 100 times stronger than morphine. But like I said earlier in the video, you may think this is only in the drugs. Nah, they're putting it in the vapes too.
This is how much fentanyl it takes to kill you. So if you want to come up and look at this after in this vial, you're welcome to. It looks like just a few grains of salt.
Fentanyl has been found in vapes, y'all. Now, I take this.
Nigga, it's got nicotine. How much more addiction do we need?
A little bit more serious than the average, because as y'all know from my story times, I am a surviving and recovered addict. So listen, it's one thing to vape that's already bad in itself, but now come to find out that they have found laced vapes that have been laced with fentanyl, and these are vapes that you can just get at the janky corner store. Y'all, please be careful. Honestly, y'all need to stop vaping altogether.
Again, bro, I hate to just sound like the fucking stickler in the mud, my nigga, but just y'all gotta start prioritizing y'all well-being before anything, bro. As kindergarten as it sounds, say no to drugs, my nigga. Like, it's just not worth it, bro. It's just not worth it. Like, you can get through what you're getting through without it. You can have a good time without it.
It's just not cool no more. It causes way too many things, too many health conditions, all types of stuff. But certainly not now. Now that they can literally put fentanyl, one dose of fentanyl can kill you. Just one. It doesn't, all it takes is one little puff and you could be completely gone. Listen, y'all, be careful, okay? When I heard this story, it broke my heart. A lady passed away from fentanyl. She didn't even know it was in the vape, y'all. So y'all just be careful, please. Watch what you're buying, who you're buying it from. Be careful, y'all.
What's your drug of choice?
Fentanyl, methamphetamines, heroin.
Do you remember the first time you used drugs?
What?
Yeah, I was 13 years old.
Do you remember?
God.
Someone teach you?
Yeah, my best friend came home from school one day and she was like, oh my gosh, I tried this stuff. It was amazing. You got to try it. And I tried it and I've been hooked ever since.
So tell me, I know you just told me you want to get sober and you're getting ready to go get sober. How hard is it?
It's difficult because this is all I know. And I just don't know if I can do it again.
You don't know if you can get sober and then...
Sober again? Like, I've never been addicted to fentanyl. And fentanyl is the worst thing I've ever been on. The worst thing I've ever been on.
What makes it so... What's so bad?
The relief, the euphoria, the numbness it gives me.
Yeah, no.
I don't feel any pain. I don't feel any...
You don't feel anything. Them motherfuckers are zombies, bro. Slumped over. And this is so sad to see this woman talking about it. I'm not throwing any shots at the interviewer, but I just couldn't help but feel like asking an addict that question almost puts them back in that place mentally. It's like, what's so addictive about it? And then they're going backwards in their mind, like that feeling, that euphoria, I'm lost in it. It's like, yo, again, I don't think the interviewer is at any fault here, but just for this person to reflect on it like that and have that like they're almost flashing back like, oh my God, like that is that feeling that I need. That's scary, bro. That's scary.
Sorrow. I don't feel my regrets, of being a shitty mom or anything like that. I don't feel it anymore. I hide it. It helps me hide.
But I don't believe fentanyl is just a drug problem. I think it's a social crisis that's going on. We have an entire generation
that just wants to run away from their problems, bro. I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I'm not gonna say too much, man, but I just recently went through a situation where I really realized somebody that I care about is just all the walls are up. They are so lost in the sauce. Like they're just floating. Anything that isn't real Anything that doesn't have substance, anything that is just a good time. I want to feel good. I want to laugh. I want to party. I want to just be la la la, have a great time. Guys, while those moments are great in passing, the day to day is tough, bro. It's supposed to be that way. It is not, you are not supposed to be living in a world where everything is just dopamine filled all the time. Like, it's like the best moments in life where you're going to tell your kids and your grandkids is when you're telling them, bro, I was going through this super tough time, but then I overcame it. And those are the things that you're going to cherish forever. But the people that are just living these fast-paced life, you know, always escaping their problems, always drinking, always partying, always smoking, just fun. Don't focus on the bad. Only live in the moment. YOLO, you only live once. It's like, yeah, you only live once, but you also only have one life, nigga. Meaning, that shit will pass you by. Or you motherfucking might, you know what I'm saying? So you need to appreciate that shit while you here. Talk about you only live once. Fuck it. No, yes. You only live once. So take that shit seriously.
That is trying to numb themselves instead of facing head on with what is going on with them mentally. See, I know a lot of these gurus will tell you things like, yo, you just gotta do the hard things and you just gotta go. You gotta be a man, you know, untuck your bridges and all that. Listen, man, I'm not telling y'all none of that. What I'm telling you is get the mental help before anything. All right? It's one thing to go through a battle, but it's another, like physically, but it's another thing to go through a battle mentally. All right? Yeah. Because even if that battle suppresses and that battle is over, what you dealt with mentally is just going to be carried into the new thing that you're now going through, or the new thing that is now in front of you, creating more battles, creating more stress. So you're always going to find a reason or need to cope. I need people to normalize what is the reasons why what's going on in their head is actually happening. Going to get help, going to get therapy, using these new tools that we have like ChatGPT as a therapist, because there's a lot of things you're going through right now in life that later on it's going to be something you could have just laughed at, like, oh my god, I can't believe I was stressed out about that. But if you hide underneath a substance, you open yourself up in so many vulnerable ways, because now they're putting little trinkets of fentanyl inside of your coping mechanism.
I feel so bad for like younger people nowadays too, man, because especially with social media and just everything, there's like this big agenda and a picture painted of just like easy life. Everything is fast, everything is easy, don't worry about anything, just live your life to the fullest. You know, that seems to be the agenda that's being pushed heavily nowadays. And I just see so much like younger people just falling into it, bro. And I can only imagine, you know, maybe this is a little bit extreme, but the drug addict lady over here, when she was getting interviewed, it's like, it starts when you're young. It starts when you're young. She was 13 where she got addicted to drugs. So while the modern day 13-year-old might not necessarily be getting addicted to drugs, but they're getting addicted to the idea of that life is supposed to be easy. Life is supposed to be stress-free. Anytime I feel a little bit of friction in my world, that means the world is ending. So I need to do anything to get away from that friction, even if it doesn't solve the problem. You know, so this is one of them videos, man. This is definitely breaking some shit down, bro. It's sad.
Self up in so many vulnerable ways, because now they're putting little trinkets of fentanyl inside of your coping mechanism. But I'm not here to tell nobody how to live their life. I'm here to give you awareness, and whatever you want to do with that awareness, that's on you. I just 100%. Hope this video opens up somebody's eyes.
Wow. Literally gone, bro.
Yeah. Oh my god. My boy tweaking.
Hey, bro.
I was tired of fucking those women. From Stalin Dean.
Gone. Absolutely gone.
Oh, dude.
What's your usage like a day?
Anywhere between like 5 to 15 pills in a day.
And so what do they cost?
But anywhere between like $2 and $2 to $4 a pop.
So you're spending $20 a day on fentanyl?
Well, me personally, I don't normally pay for my pills. Actually, I kind of just I mainly do what you call boosting for your drugs. You know, I don't get nearly the amount of pills that would equal the market value of whatever item I'm getting, and that's just because the whole reason why like most people who pay a booster with pills or with whatever drug they prefer, it's because it's so much cheaper than just buying the item outright.
Yeah. So to keep your addiction, or not addiction, but to keep your fentanyl use going, it gets pricey.
I do a lot of stealing from stores. I'm gonna let you in on that little secret. I'm kind of telling on myself here. But,
is that the quickest way to get it?
Pretty much. I basically get a shopping list from everybody I know who sells pills, and then I just get on the list.
Niggas just saying that out in the open, by the way. It's like niggas are just so fried in the mind, but holy.
Okay.
You sure you're good?
Yeah, I think so. Like this.
Shove that back there.
The fuck? The fuck?
If you ever catch somebody in a Fenny fold, slumped over, barely breathing, please call 911. And if you have Narcan, use it immediately. That can literally save somebody's life.
What's Narcan?
Life sometimes.
This is my mom. She's been battling addiction now for close to 40 years.
Oh my God.
And the things that she has been through is heartbreaking. I don't know anyone that has been through the stuff that this lady has ever been through. I done helped this lady get into programs in the past. But today is a new day. And I just want to bring you guys with me on this road to recovery, because as we speak right now, she's inside of a new program.
You got this?
I got this.
I love you.
I love you, baby. Thank you.
Good luck with everything.
I will.
Please call me.
I will. I love you, baby. I got everything.
Okay, you got.
If you watch one video today, this is it. This video is for every single human on this app. I'm going to teach you how to use Narcan. Narcan is magic. It's a nose spray that will literally save someone's life if they're having an opioid overdose. And you can get it for free from a clinic, from a local pharmacy. All you have to do is ask.
Well, is he just supposed to, like, I'm not even trying to be funny. Like, is there another use for this thing? Because what's the likelihood of niggas to just buy this to just hope that they run into somebody having an overdose and be like, oh yeah, I got this. You know what I'm saying? Like, is there like another use to where it's like, okay, the average person would most likely or potentially could have that on their person, and then it also can offset an overdose?
I don't care who you are, we should all be carrying this. You, me, everybody, because you never know when you're going to run into someone whose life you can save. The Starbucks, the library, on the street, anywhere.
I mean, again, I'm not even trying to be funny, but like, I'd imagine that the average person is not that considerate. I mean, shit, even myself, like, I'm not saying I wouldn't, but like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like, I don't know. I feel like they would need to make this like have another use so that the average person would potentially have it, and then it can also offset. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do this. You encounter what appears to be an unconscious individual. What you are going to do is try and wake them up. Use your voice, use your body, use your hands. Give them a little shake. Hey buddy, are you okay? Are you awake? Wake up, wake up. You're not getting much of a response. They don't seem to be breathing, or perhaps they're not even breathing at all. One last thing you can do is say, hey, my name is Sarah and I am gonna Narcan you. At that point, if someone is simply pretending to be unconscious, they will definitely wake up and say GTFO. because nobody wants to be Narcan if they don't need it. Step number 2, grab your medication and have somebody call 911. When you open the box, you're going to find it has 2 contents, which are 2 doses of Narcan medication.
Hey, I'm not gonna lie, like, I don't know me personally if I could do this, because I'd be mad as fuck. I try to save a nigga life and then they fucking punching me and shit because I try to squirt some bullshit up their nose. But, you know, again, anybody watching that is this kind of a civilian, I'm not mad at you either.
Gonna peel off the back and pop it out. You're gonna then hold it with 2 fingers over this white bit here and your thumb on the red depressor button. Do not press that red button until you're ready to give the dose. It's a nasal spray, but once that dose is sprayed out, you will lose it. So make sure at that point, once you're ready to go, this little nasal knob right here goes into the nose all the way. Make sure your fingers are literally up against the nostril so that it's already in there, and then you can depress the red button. Squeeze it all the way in so that the spray comes out and goes into the person's nose. Then roll that person onto their side into what's universally known as the recovery.
Yeah, I don't see many people doing this. I mean, again, it's a beautiful thing if you are, you know what I'm saying? I'm really not even trying to be funny, but it's just like, this is like trying to make the average person know CPR, but not only like even at least CPR, you just have your hands and, you know what I'm saying, you just know what to do. Like, this is also like, oh, you just need to be walking around with this thing that you're gonna spray up people's nose, and its only use is to save drug addicts. Like, you got to be a special type of Samaritan. I feel like maybe all cops should have that, because cops are universally typically always within the area. So if somebody's clearly having like a, you know, a Fenty fold, you know what I'm saying, you can fan your nearest police officer down and they should have something like that. So I feel like that might make some sense, but just regular civilians.
If they don't end up in a hospital for ongoing care, the opioid may take over their system again and they could be in the same situation. Honestly, this is not rocket.
You can save a life if you do find somebody that's overdosing on any type of drugs or anything, but the easiest way to not put the people around you under this kind of stress is, y'all, put the drugs down. I know some people who say, well, for example, weed is just a plant. God put it on this earth. Just because God put it on this earth doesn't mean we should smoke it. And as good as it may make you feel, you do not want to open yourselves up to possibly being laced with these other drugs.
One thing that I've always kind of lived by with the whole weed thing, because I'm pretty sure that green, I'm going to refer to it as magical green because I don't want my video to get demonetized. But one thing that's like universal is like kind of what Boogie said. Everyone's just like, well, God put it on this earth. It's natural. And fine. I'll give it to you. I'm not even going to argue that with you. But what I will say is our lungs was only designed to inhale oxygen, period. Our bodies were only designed to inhale oxygen. That's it. So anything that isn't that technically does not belong in your body. Do what you want with that information. It's your body, it's your world, but it's kind of like, I'm not saying that you probably gonna drop dead in the street from smoking a blunt. Like, definitely not. That's like 100% not the case. But that motherfucker ain't fucking oxygen though. You know what I'm saying? You putting a foreign substance in your body. And me personally, again, I'm not judging y'all niggas, but I just feel so much better in control of my own reality. I feel so much better knowing that, hey, if something's gonna be wrong with my lungs, then that 100% was just my fate. But I didn't add to the percentile of something going wrong by smoking some shit that I shouldn't be.
Because you have to do a drug. Same thing with the vapes, y'all. I just want this video to make y'all
thing with the vapes.
Think about the things that you are okay with right now, the things that you're doing that, okay, yeah, maybe it's never happened to you, but these people in these videos, they felt the same way. It had never happened to me and it happened to them. So anyways, y'all, I want to hear what you got to say below.
W video by my boy Ty Boogie, man. I think me and him are alike in a lot of ways, so make sure y'all go tap in with him. But I love y'all, appreciate y'all. I think this was more of more touchy video. Some would say controversial, but I would love to hear y'all feedback in the comments, man. You know, I know that this is a reality for a lot of people. A lot of people struggle with drug addiction, and it's scary out there. But, you know, I do think the biggest way that we can make an impact on the world is making a change within ourselves. So start with yourself and, you know, pass that down to your seed, and that's how we can make a bigger and better impact. Love y'all. Appreciate y'all. My name's Berto. I'll see you on the next one. Tap into the Twitch streams. That's Where You At Berto. Links will be in the description. Y'all know where to find me. Peace.
Where you at, Berto? I made this shit look sweet.